First off, a huge shout out to Nuggets Nation. We love you guys. We love you guys. Best fans in the world. All the hard work, all the sacrifice, all the dedication, all culminated with us winning a championship. But I got news for everybody out there. We're not satisfied with one. We want more. We want more.
Congratulations to the Denver Nuggets on winning their first ever NBA title. Honestly, that was I'm very happy to see that. You know, although I wanted Jimmy to win because I'm a Bulls fan, I always want to see Jimmy do well. I'm very happy to see a team that's never been to the finals before go to the finals and seem like easily just take it all. You know, they only lost 2 games in one series to the Suns. They lost 4 games total throughout the playoffs. Throughout the playoffs, they went 16-4. And I even heard this. I forgot. I think JJ Redick said it yesterday on his live stream after the finals. The Nuggets, their winning percentage went up in the playoffs than the regular season, which is unheard of. You know, it's much harder to win in the playoffs than regular season, but Denver has a better winning percentage and won easier in the playoffs than they did in the regular season, which is insane to think about as well. But I'm here to talk about what the title of the video is, and also something that people have been mentioning a lot on social media. I know they mentioned it on First Take. They mentioned it on, Mike Malone mentioned it in the presser after the game. But are the Denver Nuggets a possible dynasty? Honestly, I think so. I think they have the chance. You know, there's a difference between possible and for sure. I think Denver is a possible that dynasty just because of how young they are. You know, Jokic is like 27, Murray's a little bit younger than that, MPJ is younger, Aaron Gordon's a little bit older, I think early 30s, late 20s. So but overall their core is young. They have a young core. This is why Golden State and how Golden State was so good and so dominant for so long, because they won their first championship when Steph was 27 or 28, and everyone else, the whole core around them was around the same age. So they're just hitting their prime. That's the way with Jokic too. Jokic averaged 30 points, 13.4 rebounds, and 9.5 assists throughout the playoffs. The first player in playoff history to lead the playoffs in points, assists, and rebounds. He averaged almost a triple-double the whole playoffs, which is crazy to think about. So at the end of the day, Jokic is going to keep getting better. He's not going to get worse, in my opinion. Like, honestly, I don't think that's just an opinion. I think that's just a fact. He's just going to keep getting better because he's shown it. Jamal Murray is going to keep getting better because he had a year or two off. He came out really well, so he's going to have a great offseason. MPJ's going to have a really good, confident offseason as well. Aaron Gordon is going to have a great offseason as well. The only downside to this team is that they're going to possibly lose Bruce Brown this offseason to free agency. They're in the luxury tax by a lot already. They have no cap space to really use, and Bruce Brown has no bird rights. So he's unrestricted, no bird rights. So it's going to be kind of tough to bring him back, especially because of how good he played. Aaron Gordon even said it at the end of the game in the press conference that Bruce Brown's going to get a bag, which he is for sure. Like, he's a phenomenal role player, excelled in his role, averaged 12 in the postseason with 4 rebounds. But yeah, I just think that this team has a chance of going a dynasty route because everyone's going to keep getting better. The core is young. Jokic is going to still be a beast. And it's just filling that role around Jokic. You know, they have good shooters like KCP, who's still here for a few years. Christian Brown, who kind of was in that Bruce Brown role a little bit in the playoffs, but he's a rookie. He averaged 3 in the playoffs, but he did all the energy plays. He had all the great the rebounding, the loose ball dives. He did all of those energy and 50-50 ball plays that you need to do to win championships. You know, they have DeAndre Jordan still, who honestly didn't get a lot of playing time, but he's a great veteran that keep in the locker room as well. All the guys love him. Jeff Green had a really good playoff as well. So it's just going to be, can you replace that Bruce Brown role? It's going to be tough because, you know, Bruce Brown thrived in this system. He obviously does not want to leave. That they just won a championship easy. Like, it looked like it was easy for them to win the championship. Obviously, if they don't have enough money to spend, he's going to be like, all right, I'm going to go where the money goes, because that's what basically everyone does. You kind of have to. Question is, can they replace that? Christian Brown stepping into that role maybe, or can they get like a who else is a great role like that? Like Pat Bev. Pat Bev would be great, honestly, in that role as well. Pat Bev's kind of similar. But yeah, it'd be kind of tough. I know Pat Bev wants some money too, but it'd be kind of tough to replace that. But let's just say they keep him, right? He comes back for a cheap because he wants to win again. this team has a great chance of winning the championship. But they have to do one thing that these other dynasties didn't do, is they have to keep adding to this roster. They don't have to retool. They don't have to get rid of anybody. Just add a little bit more. Add a player that maybe another 3-and-D, another shooter that can shoot the ball. Add something else every single season that when you look back to this year, it's, oh my God, we're winning a lot more. We're winning easier this year than we did our first run because we added a shooter, we added a defender, we added this or that. That's what I think that all championship teams don't do. Like the Bucks didn't do it, the Warriors don't do it. When they win a championship, it's okay, we're gonna run it back with the same exact team. It's that makes sense, but also why just not add one more shooter, one more defender that you guys could have used that could have made things a lot easier. That's what I think Denver had the route that they have to go, especially because who knows what the West looks like next year. Will Zion come back? And when Zion did play this year, the Pelicans were a first seed for a while. They're top 3 up there for a really long time until he got hurt. So that team's there. Also, what are they going to do with that third pick? I heard that they want to trade that third pick. So who are they going to get rid of? Are they going to get rid of Zion? It's, who are the Blazers going to get? What's going to happen with the Warriors? What's going to happen with the Lakers? Like all these things. So if you're Denver, you cannot be content. Even Mike Malone said it. We want to win more. We want to win more championships. So if you want to do that, you got to add a shooter, a defender. You got to add these other role players that are going to be phenomenal and will help you along the way. So you look back and think, man, that first championship was nothing compared to this one. This one's so much easier, you know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of the route that I would go if I was Denver. But do they have the chance to be a dynasty? 100%. I think so. Will we ever see a dynasty team again? Who knows? But I think they have the chance to just because the core is so young. They're just going to keep getting better. They're going to thrive as a team more. They've been together for like 8 years. So it's just the core has. So it's going to be a lot easier for them to keep growing, especially off of a championship victory. I saw a tweet yesterday that said that the NBA is in the best spot ever, and that they don't. I think Kendrick Perkins actually said that he doesn't think that there's going to be another winner in the fun. Like there's not going to be a team that goes back to back anymore for a very long time. I'm not sure who said that, but I saw that somewhere. And honestly, maybe I kind of agree with that. I don't know about back to back, but I think that the Denvers with this core will win another 1 or 2 at least, in my opinion, just because they're that good. Back to back maybe, but. I kind of like that take. It was, I can say that just because of how good the NBA is. Under Adam Silver, I forgot how long Adam Silver's been in here, like 13 seasons. In 13 seasons, there has been 7 teams that has won the championship, right? Under David Stern in 30 seasons, only 8 teams won it. So Adam Silver has made the game a lot more. I don't even know if it's him. He probably has a part to do with it, but the game is such more well-rounded. Stars are everywhere now. There's duos, there's trios now on every team, it feels like. So the NBA is so wide open more than it's ever been that 7 teams in 13 years under Adam Silver has won it. And only 8 in 30 years won it for David Stern. That's also a crazy stat to really think about as well. But yeah, I just want to come on here to talk about this a little bit. Shout out to Denver for winning the championship. I do think they have a great chance of being a dynasty and even going back to back next year. We'll see what happens with Bruce Brown. We'll see what they add. If it's them trading some of their low bench for another shooter, another player like Bruce Brown, we shall see. But they should keep adding a shooter or a defender to this roster to help win even more in the future, in my opinion, and not stay complacent. So yeah, guys, that's been the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Thanks for all the support lately. We're gonna keep climbing to the top. I promise you guys. And yeah, it's all about continuity. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Arturas Carson Novas for all that. And yeah, guys, have a good one. Enjoy basketball.
Run it up. You think you can come and fuck with us? Go ahead and call my bluff. I'ma shoot you down when we start it up. Don't call me now, cause I'm blowing up. Where was you when I first started up? No one.